Welcome back. We're back. Hello, everyone, and we are up and running. Just gonna have a glass of apple juice. Lovely stuff. Now, I am going to keep an eye on the microphone this time, you naughty, naughty thing. Not a great way to start with the text. Yes, hello, welcome back. We are in a rush to get to 90,000 before the end of the year. In fact, we should probably start with an intro, shouldn't we? That's how most of the good people do it. Hello and welcome back to the County of Portsleydale. My name is Badger the British, and there we go, we've got a nice pan of the city there. And on this episode, we are going to be rushing to population of 90,000 so we can unlock the vast plains you can see in the background there. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, we've got very limited options, as most is kind of taken up by now. So what we are going to do is we're going to build on this hill. I know, slightly controversial, but we're going to have to do it. And I was kind of in a metropolitan area the other day, and most people do like to build on flat surfaces, but why not give it a shot and have a look at building on a hill. Now, we're not going to terraform this hill or change it in any way, but we are just going to label this for now. We can remove it once we get to 90,000, but we're just going to get there so we can finish off using 9 squares before the end of the new year, and then in the new year we can actually branch out into making a bigger and better squares, and we're going to be using up more squares so we can actually do more detailed stuff within the city of Portsleydale, and we can even get to this bit if need be, and just actually make a really, really, really good looking city instead of having to cram everything in 9 squares. So here we go. We're going to first off, just to save my CPU, and I'm sorry regular listeners who chime in and watch me, that yes, this is kind of the same thing I do usually, and everyone knows what I'm going to be doing now. I don't want to go all the way to the edge. There we go. Can you hear me? Gotta make light of the situation, don't you? And we're just picking up all the trees here. I feel Squirrel Woods has enough trees. Can anyone see where it doesn't have enough trees? I think down here. They do not have enough trees. Hold on. Spin that around. And lovely. And we're going to push. You see, this is a good ore deposit, and we could start an ore mining facility out here. So that would be good. But currently, not right now, is the answer. What we're looking for is to get to 90,000 as soon as possible. Now, this is probably... You know what? Let's rush it. We are rushing it. That's the title of this video, and that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to need to move this bad boy. Let's move you to the edge here. How are they going to get in? Let's put some things across. Okay, so it goes on a little bit, and then they're going to make the bridge come over, and then down. Where can we squeeze one in here? You kind of want to even them out. Or do we just give it the one way in? I mean, that's probably a really bad idea. tell you what, we'll start with the one, and that is probably going to be the worst idea on the planet. But let's do it. It'll be our idea. Now we're going to go ahead and use a policy called ban high rises in this section. There we go. Ban high rises is on there. And that will give us like a bit of a level difference between these two, but we are going to be using high density buildings. Two seconds. And here we go. Right, so let's try and make this like kind of an interesting look. Damn radio. So let's try and make this like an interesting way of doing it. Let's try and make it kind of more realistic. Instead of trying to go for efficiency, let's go for a little bit of realism. Because while, you know, we haven't got... we don't have perfectly straight roads over here. So why are we mimicking that kind of behavior? Yeah, you want some kind of variation between your buildings, and so we are going to have like a ring road go round. And yeah, sod it, let's bring in a bridge. I know we said we weren't, but you know, needs must. And we can always come back and just delete this area if need be, and then turn it into something else, because that's the fun of these kind of games. Now, I have not modded this area at all or changed any of the landscaping. We have just effectively started a new area. Just going by like, I reckon town planners would have gone-ish by. I'm going to try and create just something fairly unique. And by unique, I mean I'm making this up on the fly. And what we're trying to do is just really make something that looks like from Google would potentially be here. So you would get a few parallel streets. And at the top we're going to try and curve it off. And I think the secret's going to be not to work all in one area at once, and just work in a few areas and let it kind of come together and collide. There we go, and I think a few dead ends would be kind of a good idea, because that way like there would be such things. So here we go. Is it also plumbed in? That's also another good point. Also, have you thought about public transport? I have not just yet. Like, even if you don't get that much, like, I'm starting to see a conflict with this idea of being creative and also getting the most efficiency out of street design. No, I like that. I like how it splits into two. So there we go. We've got something kind of realistic going on now. And that's the thing, when you live in a hill community, a hilly community. We're going to pull that back because we didn't get many squares of that. Maybe if we go this way, yeah, we get more squares of that one. You kind of notice they do have like kind of weird paths and things, just like that, where there's something amiss, but you don't know what it is. Like, it's not a perfect layout. And that's what kind of gives it that weird beauty. And there we kind of have our first layout system. So let's go ahead, quickly plumb this in. Just realised my thumbnail's probably not the most awe-inspiring. And wow, okay, all demand just dropped throughout the city. That was kind of weird. Let's back it on 3 speed. We lost 10,000 people, or 15,000 people are doing that. Okay. What's the tax situation like? Something like 12%, 12%, all 12. Whoa. This whole section just dropped out. Just gone. Oh, the ban high rises went. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop the show there. No wonder we lost so many people. Damn it. Okay. So pick a district before you make it. There you go. That's good. Nice wild fail there. Okay, it's too busy for these guys. Let's turn those into offices. Oh, damn, now it's going to be a real rush. So now we have to get back up to 30,000 instead of 15. Oh dear. Wow. Okay, let's start trying to move people in. Let's try and make the electricity jump here. Oh my god, it affected the businesses as well. Great. Wonderful news, that. Okay, the great thing about this game is it is kind of forgiving, and they will all come back. So while they're all coming back, let's think about public transport here. So these guys are going to need a way in and out of the cities. So let's bring in... Hopefully that'll fit at the top. This is going to be like an absolute roller coaster. Let's move it back. There we go. And then it can just gently rise up. Okay, that looks even worse. Okay, so first bit of terraforming, because that looks most foul. Let's have a look. Way too big. Just right. We're going to level it off, and we're going to come through. Is that the same height? Is that the same height? Come on, be real with me. Is that? I don't know where roughly the train is going to come out. Oh, let's just go down. Right here, let's just go up. That says that this is just about right. But in fact, what we're going to do is make the train come out around about here. And then that way we can kind of forget about it. Once it goes in there, it's just a magical train that can somehow go through the other side. Because I do believe the trains can go through. Yes, they can, but... oh no. Give it a bit of a fix. Let's go for it. Come on, turn it on. Turn everything on. Let's go for the picky movement and let's put it down. Let's push it down right there. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That looks beautiful. It looks. We can dress it up later, but at the moment that looks brilliant. Now we're going to work on the other mouth, and by mouth I mean the beginning of the train. So let's go for it. Oh. Nope. But let's see if we can push that back a bit. We are nowhere near the numbers that when we started this, so come on, we can do this. Hello there. Oh, in the rush, lost my place. Do you reckon if you go up to the mouth of the cave and then press the down bar, you can see what the tunnel's going to look like? That might be a more optimum way of doing it. Yes. There you go. All vanilla, that one. And then we could just brush this back. Because obviously we want the train to connect up to this. Is that cheeky to go under the bridge? Just because you need a lot of space when you connect these things up. Damn, come on, man. Be cool, be cool. It's never cool with me. Hold on. Alright, oh. I'm going to bring that back. Bring that in there. In fact, good time to use the curve tool. I just feel that putting it underground, well, could be considered cheating. Just makes it look better aesthetically, that it dives under there before it comes out over here, instead of going all the way up and then all the way down. So they got their way out and we got their public transport almost in. Oh, we could use one of the fancy ones, couldn't we? Can we still do that? Let's see. Both. It's a bit too. That's a bit too much for that. What about subways? Just trains? Anything that we could use. We've used that one before many a time. We need to encourage people to come over here. So let's absolutely try and bribe them with shops. And it's worked. There we go, lowered the demand. Okay, now public transport, we need to get this in and we need to get it right. That'd be kind of cool. We could just move that up just a tad, and in. Does it look ridiculous? It does look ridiculous. But maybe if we move that whole section down, including that, so it's level with the train station there. Oh, this episode was all about not playing on the level. And we've decided to try and make things level. Whoa, absolutely needs patching there. Hold on, let's brush these nodes down. There we go. There we go, relieving that a little bit more. Now we really need let's try and like jack over the, yeah, there we go. We've done it. Let these guys have their own fire station as well. They can get everywhere. So, you know, this is going to be a high density area. Come on, people. Move into Portsleydale. Let's do this. And let's bring on the noise. This is a Christmassy stream, so but it's not looking very Christmassy in my background. And let's have a look at the microphone. The microphone is working really good this week. Let's carry that on, shall we? Not that I have any power or control over when the next mess up is going to happen, but we can always live and pray that it won't. It's Christmas. I'm allowed an apple juice. There we go. People are returning. You know what? To flood the city, how much have we got? We got £7 million. Come on, just to get people excited. Let's lower some areas of this, just to get people in. Because this is what the rush is about. The rush is to get to 90,000. Have we reached that stage in the game where... Because there's so much going on, the difference between 3-speed and 1-speed are barely noticeable. Potentially is my answer. You know, I'm sure if we just leave it, let the demand creep up, bring services over as well, so people actually want to live here. And we should find them shifting themselves over. Is there any other... Yeah, this area was badly affected as well. Brilliant, wonderful. This area, not so much. Wonderful. Okay, good, good. That's very good. Also, we really need to clean up that train line. Badgerfest is doing well. Farmlands is doing well. There we go. We've led a path to the train station, and now let's see. Let's just do 2 stations. Is there a spare path in here? I think so. How can it not get around here? So it goes down here. Surely it goes through here. Comes out here. Okay, can't do that. Why can it not connect to Badgerton either? This is where the plot thickens. Let's connect to those. Let's relay. I don't think it's this, but something's clearly gone wrong. Or maybe it has to have power first before you can lay some tracks down. There we go. Got that down. Next one. Got a line. Yes. There we go. Perfect. Have it come down. Have it come back. And in there. Then on the other side, we'll have a line that connects to... That's commercial, commercial. And we need it to come into... Ooh. That'd be a very good one. Can we nick a lane? Let's nick a lane for this one. Yes. And back you go. Wonderful. Right, subway. Let's get a subway system going. And in. I just realised we don't have a subway system around here. This is seeming like a noisy area, so, and kind of in the middle of the map up here. So this would be a great place if we can find a slot to perfectly put it in. Like that. Also, if we can gently get something like there, say. A nice smooth track going that way. And now we need to also bring that up there. We also want it coming down as much as we want it going up. We also want it going down as well, bringing people to and fro. And this is looking like a heavily built up area, so if we can stick that on the side there, that'd be wonderful. And pop that there. And we're going to make that connect to that. And we're also going to put 2 lines in that connect to the same place. Come on, come on, this is easy. Done, done, and back down. Anyone could do this. Perfect. Okay, so breaching 5,000 again. And let's just check there's no blue clipping or anything along the door. Absolutely not. It's wonderful. Now let's smooth this out. And we're going to try that's a bit too extreme there, so we're going to flatten that off. Oh, I've just gone back. How does that look on camera? Wonderful, you see, that's how you want it to. You got enough room for a train to wait while everything sorts itself out there. Okay, we've lost like 2 million, and that's really not good for anyone's budget, so let's bring this up again. It was a good sudden flux of people, but now, talking about sudden flux of people, let's pop one of these on the outside, just because we've got to look after our death care in the area, and also a hospital. Are they all good for hospital? Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot. So let's also see what we can put up here to try and improve health. This is always the dodgy bit about building on a hill. I mean, we're getting a nice height disparity between them. You know, while we're doing that, we can just absolutely start working on making that not look so square, which is wonderful. Oh yeah, we've somehow got to get trash up to those guys. See, these don't collect waste directly. Hmm. It's very weird how the level tool isn't leveling off as well as it should do. But hey, experimentation is key when it comes to these kind of things. So we're crossing. How's that is it playing havoc on our traffic? Probably. First trains are coming in. How are we doing over here from when we had that big fallout? Good over here in the big city. And they're coming back strong. Population should shoot up right now. No reason for it not to. We have a police department right there, come on. Why is that so bad? It's amazing how far we've come in this city. and how far we could go with this. I feel like I need to start again as well. Just a clean slate, start again, but then I might just fall into the old tropes. What can we do while we wait? It's always kind of annoyed me, these two. While we're waiting for civilization to get back to top strength, why don't we put in a little local line? Just, I don't know, can we put nothing too fancy, nothing too... I mean, an old market station is going to stick out like a sore thumb there, to be honest. I mean, we've got one of these about the place. I also feel like we should be bringing in... Like, this is one of the main work hubs. So why don't we bring in people from the city out to the countryside via the trains through the middle? There is room. You know, Badgerton's got a connection. Horseville's got a connection. Where is the connection for the others? I feel having a train line going down the middle here would be great. And that way we get to use up each and every one of these. Okay, so if we are going to do this, let's just start with a nice easy one. Let's connect let's connect Horseville up. It's probably going to be a colossal waste of taxpayers' money, but you know, what isn't nowadays? And there are many, many things that we could do, but these guys do have a station, but it's kind of on the other side. And if we have another one, because we are just waiting basically at this stage, everything's in place. Why not add some more stuff? I think I've also you know, these guys definitely don't have a train station, so we should bring in a train station. Yeah, bring the cemetery road down, and then have that come off at like an angle. Or actually, an angle. Yeah, we'll do it at an angle, and then instead of having that, we'll push that back a little bit. Sorry, cemetery. Boom. Curve tool. Bring that. Perfect. That looks much better. Now we'll pick one of those fancy stations from the fancy box set. Push that back there like that. Oh, okay, that's going to take some smoothing. Actually, that could work in our favour. But I don't think you can have two. No, it has to be one. Okay, push that back, push that back, push that back. Right. Back to the drawing board. Going out of 10, good. Yeah, that looks absolutely stupid. Nope. Pull that back. I'm going to smooth out this hill. Make the size a bit bigger, a bit smaller. Smooth that out. We're going to level off the top a little bit here. And we're going to smooth that out just so it doesn't look like so much of a roller coaster. I think we're going to use the outside track because that'll be much better. Just so it, because that's what really annoys me about this game, is that while the trains are great, they can sometimes look like major roller coaster rides. There we go. So we are trying to get to 90,000. We did have a bit of a slip up at the beginning of the video, or stream. I think this is called a stream nowadays. I'm down with it. And we did have a slip up where we were at 75,000. We went down to 60,000, and now we're back at 72,000. So while we're waiting to get to 90,000, we're going to go back to the build as soon as it hits, hopefully around about 70, no, I think about 80,000. But for now, what we're going to do is introduce a train line coming in between, because you know, this generally is what happens, is that a train line would be in between, you know, two villages like this, and just not to leave a wake of destruction in our path, we are going to build a bridge. And that way the trains can run underneath and the traffic can go over the top. Absolutely genius idea there. And I'll also do the same thing. I'm going to pull that back. Build a bridge at some point. Way too risky there. About half the size of that. And up. Over. Going to pull that back a bit actually. Down she goes. And wonderful. There you go, life can carry on as normal now. We are going to be building our train line directly into the fire because that is the way we do things. And also Horsevale here needs... Does it really need a train station? We'll see how we feel. We'll come back to that. So now we've got to get it across these two busy roads. So we're going to do my CPU a massive favour. Just turn that off. Pull these back. And we're going to let the train come through. Into Squirrel Woods. Now you see where Where do you stop it? I think first train station should be here. Really. Just at the entrance. And in the olden days, that's how things were, especially up the north, where trains basically connected villages more so than roads. Maybe. No, the roads definitely came first, because how would you build the towns and stuff? But there were literally roads where there were literally like deserted train tracks. Just throwing my money away there. Where the trains used to take the people literally from their houses to the mills or the industrial bits. And, you know, they used to export the goods all via train. Everything via train. And here we go, we are in. And they are very creepy to walk down, because you can still access some of them. Just these like little abandoned train tracks. Here we go, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And here we go around and connect that up to a dot there. Let's bring this up and over. Down we go to dot. And let's bring in a motorway junction. Motorway junction? Nope. And there we go. Cars can still use that now. And we're going to bring the pavement over. And curve that in. Perfect. So careful about what I'm playing on the radio, especially after the copyright strike, which I think has also affected my views and stuff. It's really weird. Like, Paramount did not warn me about... I mean, it's my fault for playing it and not doing my research on each individual track on this game, but still... I was not warned that some of the materials on a channel that I thought wasn't copyrighted was actually copyrighted, and got a ding for that. So that was fairly annoying, not gonna lie. But, you know, onwards and upwards. So yeah, let's start bringing in people. Now, how on earth are we going to do this? Let's create a couple of jobs. It's in the forestry region. Yes, it's in Squirrel Woods Forest. Let's just bring in a couple, just a couple of specialized wood industries. Just nice and smoothly. Maybe a couple of businesses just to make it look a little bit custom there. That is a big fire. Where's my fire department? Go, go, go. Come on, boys and girls. Let's get the lead out. Okay, I got a feeling they're going to run into the same problem. Yep, no electricity. So, let's build... As we've got a 5-star wood industry, we don't need to worry too much about generic industrial... Something a bit novel about that. Now we are back almost at the 33,000 mark. Like I was saying before, I think my 3-speed is kind of dulled. Actually, we're going to delete that because we're going to carry on the train in a bit. So if we just use the smooth tool and we just flatten that bit out. That's too much, too much. Push that back. I'm going to use the smooth tool just to... There we go. Wonderful. And now let's continue the train around this. Firstly, somehow build a station in here. Think about where we're going to put it as well, because there's not many places that we can put it around here because of these buildings in between and the pathway behind, which I very much like and do not want to destroy. So that would be an absolute shame to do. Just gonna say goodnight to my baby, and it's 10:30 already. It is 10:30 already. Wow, my body clock is completely screwed up. So we're gonna need to bring that around, and hopefully we can transport workers from the big city out here is the end goal. How are we going to do it? Are we just going to bite the bullet? I feel like that might be the only way. Go on, we've now laid the foundation. You know, even if you like something in this game, you can tear it down and start again. And just do it a little bit different, a little bit more funky. Or try and have something where you may have used this once or twice before in the past. But you know, you put it in this kind of industrial look and it has a complete different vibe going on. So there we go, and we can always make a pathway over here. Can't we? We can, can't we? Come on. Can we make a wooden bridge? That'd be sick. Yes, we can. And we can make it all funky turns. See, look, all about discovery. And connect that up. That looks brilliant. I think it would look better if we could just sink this just a little bit more. Actually, no, a bit of a hill is alright. Bit of a hill. I will allow a bit of a hill. And we're going to come back with the train. Now we need to get the train down and around. I feel if we do this, I feel like Squirrel Woods is one of the most popular destinations via bus. So if we can take the load off the buses by connecting up a train line to them, then I've added that stop. Cool. Then we have taken huge amounts of pressure off the buses, and at the end of the day that would be really good for it. Now let's see how that fits. Now we're back at the beginning of where this live stream was. which is brilliant. Also, they're not sharing a thing, are they? Can we move one over? Let's move you both over. May be overdoing it. Or it may not be. But at least we can just smooth out this area. Okay, let's have a look and review our actions. Not sure how popular that is. That's quite a popular station at the moment. I feel like that needs to connect to this. So let's put a node down because we want to keep that like that. Let's cut that there. And let's bring this back. Let's see, let's have it come off the corner here. Perfect example way everyone needs the curve tool to produce lovely curves like that. And that looks a bit more natural than what it did before, actually, if I do say so myself. Because that's the idea, that's why we need to get to 90,000, so we can start calling it a wrap on squeezing everything in to just 9 squares. And let's review our decision by saying yes, I think it was much needed. Even if I do say so myself, it was definitely much needed, and we are going to expand outwards as well. I think if we put an underpass to this village, lots of people are going to use it. Now I know these dirt paths don't go underground, do they? No. But these ones do. And boom, bring it up. And aim for that corner section. Switch. Done. And we're going to bring in that there. Perfect. Is there any buses in this area? There is. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make this bus come over here somehow. It would help if we had it on bus to start with. And that way they are picking up people at least. And dropping people off near the bus stations. There we go, one collection, one pickup. And that way we're getting people to interact with the line and the trains, and everything is working together in harmony. So there we go, we've gone past the original amount of people in the city before the disaster. They seem to all have moved back. So let's start. There's now a good demand. Let's bring a load of people back to where they belong. These guys down here are still complaining. This section, unfortunately, will have to be business, just because of the noise levels. being produced by that train station. Subway, sorry. Subway, underground, that's what we call them. And there we go. We're bringing them in. We've banned high-rises in this area just so we get this, just so we get this like difference in terrain, but not difference in height. So bringing them over, let's have a look. Elementary school, they are good. Come on, where can we put this? Hey, Cleggy. From the south, just outside of Londinium itself, is where I'm from. Where in the bouts in the country are you in? That is a very, very good question. And I don't know, Twitch is quite scary for a man of my age range. Probably should. Maybe do a little bit on there. Try and get the numbers up. Maybe once a week or something. Manchester. Nice. Oh, oh. It's going to be very noisy around there, so we're going to cover that all in businesses. So there we go. We're now heading up to 75,000. And on the way to 80,000. I feel like it would be great if you could do both, stream on Twitch and YouTube. That would be amazing. But I don't know, because there's big wars going on, isn't there, between the two? And you know, there's not that there's ever going to be any controversy on this channel. But I think also, like with Twitch, they have a thing called you have to do like 40 hours, 48 hours with Twitch, and then you can go like publish the stuff elsewhere. And that's the thing. I don't want to just stream to one and then record it and then stream that recording to another channel, because then it's not going to be. It's going to be very weird if I'm talking to you, Cleggy, on YouTube and then stream it to Twitch, because no one's going to see your comments. So it looked like that, but I should look into that. It would be easier to grow on Twitch, I guess. And I have seen people do it. But do I support a football team? No, I don't. I'm afraid I'm more of a rugby man. Remember back in the day when Crystal Palace were in the Premier League? That's the last time I went to a football match because I was about 3-4 foot tall. But if I did, I'm not sure who's the nearest one to me. I think Fulham would be the nearest one geographically, but not really a Fulham man. Are they at? Okay, you see, that's my depth of knowledge. That's my depth of knowledge right there, and that's quite embarrassing. So they're still in the... What about QPR? QPR was the other team they were playing. I don't think they're still in the Premier League, are they? Yeah, I'm going to take it by that they're not. Is QPR still a team? I'm going to get tested on things I know nothing about now. You're going to ask me to explain the offside rule in a second, and I'm going to do as good a job as Ted Lasso. They are rubbish, yep. I agree. Bye. Watford. They're fairly good, aren't they? I think. I used to play the fantasy football just for a bit of a laugh, and they did often quite well. No, are they bad as well? I guess. Yeah, rubbish is being a thing over here. So, where can we build a rubbish facility specifically for this area? I'm gonna have to build it off. Eight 0. I didn't know the score went up that high. That's like a rugby score. Yeah, I'm not going to be the best person to like. But 8 0. That's embarrassing. Was the goalie ill? Was he in self isolation? Anyway, need a place for rubbish. Hold on. Let's cause a bit of sass going on here. We're gonna call. You've inspired me, Cleggy. You've inspired me. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna pop that there. We're gonna name this section Here we go. We're going to name this. I think you know what's coming up. Watford Rubbish Centre. There we go. Perfect. I think that's perfectly named. There we go. We've got our rubbish sorted out. Now we just have to hide it behind a bunch of offices and a few buildings. Watford Rubbish Centre is now up and running. Just gonna put that behind so no one can see Watford Rubbish Centre. Gonna go league. Definitely the league. Come on, Quins. The 1 year I don't go to the semi, me and my mates always go to the semi-final. The final at Twickenham. Every year. 1 year we don't do it. COVID 2020. Quins win. Just like, great. That's never going to happen in our lifetime again. Here we go. Oh, Harlequins is the team I support. And the 1 year we always go to the final every year at Twickenham Stadium, and the 1 year Quins get through to the final and win is the 1 year we don't go, which was 2020. Just Murphy's Law in full effect. Okay, we're 9,000 away, almost 8,000 away from rushing to 90,000. Okay, legit need more people to come to the city. 8,000 people away. Let's just check out the popularity of this line. There's a few people coming back and forth. I only just set it up recently, so you know. But if you think about it before, if you got the bus, you'd have to go all the way to get to the big city, where now you just curve in all the way around. Oh, not liking that. That departure is quite rough. Let's fix that up, because that's not acceptable in my book. Just made it absolutely the same. Let's push it back a little bit. Now curve it. Oh, damn it. Damn it. But you're right, it is easier to grow on Twitch. Maybe that's because I like the challenge here of doing it all on one platform. Maybe. So come on then, we are going to have to do that really boring bit of any transport video and put in a bus line. And obviously it's got to start because you want them all to change lanes and stuff. Obviously this is why we put the school here. And now we just need this bus to go all the way around. We're going to have 2 or 3 buses actually for this part of the city. So this one's going to handle this section. And then that way. And let's bring in another line. I feel like Portsleydale at the moment is kind of where every creator gets to when they're doing in the 9x9, and everything gets a bit cramped. You run out of room, space, and you just want to expand and do a bit more detailing and a bit more specifically oriented stuff. There you go, that's a very busy turnaround junction here. But you just can't, and this is why we really need to boost the numbers. Here we go. I'm going to stay on for a bit longer. It is coming up to my bedtime. But also think, if we're going to do this properly, we need to expand into making another little cul-de-sac out this way, and why not indeed? Because at least that way it kind of looks a bit more village-esque. A little bit more of a believable city. And I know we're going to go totally against. Actually, no. Let's put a few in. Let's put a few of these. Let's make. Oh yeah, we definitely don't want that. And yes, we do want this, where people have to slow down for a village. That's very realistic of the countryside. A very, very fast road, and then suddenly you have to slow down all of a sudden because there's a village nearby. Let's put the old corner shop in. Oh no, that's one of those big ones, so we could try and get two identical buildings. And what we're trying to do is just make it look a little bit different. I'm going to get rid of that one because it's going to bunch up on another one. You know what? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll just put a small one there. People are actually using this pathway to get to this big city area, which kind of gives me joy and feel that we did it. We're going back to a previous conversation, Cleggy, if you're there and you've reset the router. Are there big Twitch streamers for Skylines? Oh look, that bridge got disconnected and we have not put it back. Shocking. Oh, that's what happened. Right, okay. So that Manchester United game, Man City game, sorry. Was that the one you popped off to watch? There we go, 5,000 away. Is that field perfectly on fire? Nope, it's just the fields. Okay, right. Come on, people. 5,000 to go, and then we've done it. Let's wait about half an hour, I think. What are they lacking? Ah, they're lacking beauty, aren't they? Maybe I could show up. Never underestimate the power of a park in this game. Because now they're all good. And they don't cost much to keep up. How is that? It's right next to a park. How is that not? Come on, what else can we do? 4.5 to go. Here, what? This corner looks very good for inhabitants. So what are they wanting? They're wanting jobs. Okay. Any jobs we can squeeze here? Let's put a few. Just a few little ones. And then just office blocks. Well, hey, look at that. That does not look like a health and safety hazard at all. This is looking very bad, this area. We need to do a detailing session on that at some point. In fact, just come back and we'll just redo this whole bit. Just redo the whole thing, maybe. I don't know. Definitely want to expand out this way. And then redesign this. Not many houses being sold out in the suburbs anymore. Not a very popular place to be. We're just trying to encourage different kind of buildings, maybe the similar kind of buildings to appear. That's why we're breaking those up and keeping the holes where they are. But evidently no one wants to live over here, so let's stop worrying about that, stop fussing, and let's get back on with the old everything. It is a jobs crisis that's going on. I feel there needs to be a way in from the back. So let's disturb our retreat. And I feel like what we're going to do is to basically pretty sure this won't be used by anyone. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to leave this place as it is. You know, there's this... It does actually now look like a slum up here. This is the slum, and this is the nice futuristic city. Like a kind of a District 9 kind of vibe going on. And it's divided, and there's checkpoints. Not what I was going for. I just wanted some smaller buildings next to some bigger buildings. But that's kind of how it's turned out. And also we can like get rid of ridiculous things like that. Come on! 3,000 to go! And then we can unlock the square, and then I will be happy and we've achieved everything we need to achieve. Gonna unlock the square and just get on with life, because then we've done it. We've got up to 90,000. Is there achievements over 90,000? I don't think so. No, that's it. We get to 90,000. It's done. It's dusted. We got everything. Pop an airport in. Pop a cargo port in. We're done. That's all you need to worry about. And we can also connect this highway up properly. Although I don't think we need to do that anymore, because this road is actually working really well. So we're going to actually get rid of that. And if we get rid of that, you know what that means? We've got more room for building. So if we bring that around here, I think we're out of the danger zone if we bring more high-rise buildings in. We're just going to bring those as a buffer. So this will be the County of Portsleydale. And then I guess the outer bit will be... Well, it's going to have a new name. Surely. Can't just have the same name. So there we go. We're still going up. We've got 2.5 to go. I think we can do it. Plainly can do it. Come on, we've even got people moving into the herbs. Well, there's no jobs out there, so I don't know what they're moving into. But still, like that. It's fairly cushy. Why don't we just put a couple of officers out here? Help pump up those numbers. Just a single 8x8 office. Because all the dimensions for the squares in this game, if you didn't read, these squares are meant to be 8 meters by 8 meters. So that office is no much bigger than a prison cell. Apparently. Yep, it's getting to my bedtime. But we've only got 2,000 to go, so we need just rush on. Let's pull that down. Where's the thing? Come on. Let's build some kind of business park. Just on the fly. Oh no, that's horrible. There you go, 180 to that. And we throw down some offices. So you keep the courtyard here free. Build some offices along here. Bring that not into them, but just up to the doorstep. Here we go. Bring. I don't know if they're going to take jobs down here when their houses are far, far away, but we can try. Why not? So, you know, more jobs means more people to fill those jobs, which means more residents need to come in, and then their demand is consumer goods. So that pushes that up. That's basically how it kind of works. So you can create false demand by, see, that went down, that went up, that also went up, because they need to be fed and buy stuff. So that's how you can push out like that's how you can push artificial demand, is by just building more and more houses. No, 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 we don't want to lose a building. Oh, there we go, boom, boom. Oh, I like roads like that, that's cool. That fills my heart full of joy, actually. Let's pop some more generic industry down, because why not? We can get away with it on this side. And bring it back on. Come on, let's do this. Let's get up. So we've got 1,000 to go. And then it's basically done. And then in the new year, we're going to start with just much more better things. So I've never played on a 25 tile city before, but it would be nice just to see how much I could push my CPU, because it is a nice CPU. And there we go. Come on, 800, 800 more. We're pushing that demand up by creating more jobs. More jobs means more people want to live here. More people living here pushes up the need for consumer goods. So forth and so forth. It's a revolving cycle that you can easily manipulate. You know, in all this chaos, let's put down a housing thing right there, right on the cusp. Come on, come on. 500 to go. 500 to go. Oh my god, I'm almost getting like Nick Avocado. Gotta stop that. That boy is a train wreck. I mean that in the nicest of sense. I wasn't bullying or anything. That was just... damn. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 400 to go. Let's take a victory sip of beer because I can taste it. 300 to go. More than 200 people coming into the city rapidly. But you got to also remember, while people are flocking into the city, they are unfortunately still dying because of the game mechanic. We're just having a surplus of people right now. They do look like tenements, I'm not going to lie. But then again, they haven't reached their full potential. Like, I think this one might be a full potential. Yep, that's a full potential. Well, that one, that's almost a full potential. Come on, 200 to go. Come on. Then we can have this glorious square here and win the world. No. I will have to take off, I've realised this in my marketing, the vanilla-ish bit in the description. That's got to go. Out it goes. But like, I'm going to sound like a broken record for a second just before we achieve this, because we've only got less than 100 to go now. That this is just not enough squares to play with, really. If you want to build like a really lovely universe, there we go, boom. We did it. It took 2 hours to rush it, but we did it with there. We got the 90,000, which means we've got everything like an international airport, what's this, a metropolitan airport, whatever the difference is between them, and the 2 kilometer opening. Here we go, boom, pow, purchase. We're done. We're done. We got the whole square. Everything that we set out to achieve, we have achieved. Thank you for coming for the live stream. And there we go. Hold on, I did say in the episode, it is kind of a bit, oh look at that, that's so much better just to roam around now. We can roam around everywhere, even when we got a water problem. Why do we have a water problem? Hold on, let's just fix that. We need more water. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. We're a coastal city, so let's see, it's clean. Yeah, there you go, there's a pump. Connect pump to that. Perfect. Sewage treatment, always keep that in-house. Let's go, let's put the, just to end the video, with a bit more spite towards Watford, we're going to put a sewage plant in the Watford recycling area. And we're going to connect that up to a pipe. There's going to be a load of Watford fans, so I'm going to want to smash my face in now, aren't they? Thanks, Cleggy. There we go. So that is done. We've got those done. We've got 90,000. We've got big old 9 squares here, which is advert. Ah, yes, done and dusted. We are coming up to 2 hours. So in the 2 hours, what we've done we started off at 75,000. We accidentally plummeted when we put the housing policy on of no high-rise buildings. For this area, accidentally spilled out to all the rest of the area, and we lost 15,000 people. So we've actually gained back 30,000 people into our city, and yeah, we are now sitting on a lovely coastal city area vibe with suburban sprawl leading to another little big metropolitan city here, and everything is going well into the future, and we have now unlocked all these squares. Ah, let's see what's in the square. No, can we get? No, we can't get to the other junction. Ah, damn. But we can start pulling the trains off into here and everything like that. So that was the big rush. And we're finished. We're done for the day. Let's just take a quick look. See and have a look around here. See, like, yeah, like I was saying last time, like detailing just makes it. I know the mic cut out last time and I had to delete the episode because it really wasn't worth watching. So we deleted it and made it much more worth watching now. But yeah, detailing really does make the city feel a bit more alive and feels much better than, well, just not detailing and just shoving a load of stuff in there. You know, we're going to have to figure out a way of building on a hill where it isn't so much like this. Like maybe terraforming a little bit so it's more like this than like that, where it's like completely jagged. You see, like this looks rather nice. Where some of them don't. But there, we have unlocked our main square. We have done up to 90,000, and we got 90. Rewind. So we have finished today's episode, and we have managed to rush to 90,000 population, which opened up this square, which is now basically I declare the end of vanilla, and from now on it will be a highly modded game, and just to really bring out the fun and just really make sure that we're using, I don't know, even more tiles and more things, and just really pushing the limits of the CPU and doing all that while not even breaking a sweat ourselves. So thank you very much. Stay safe and have a good evening. May joy be with you all, and have a good one. Good night. Bye bye. Oh wait, that's quick game. Hold on. End stream. That's what I meant to do.